last match got 5 kills. MarineMechs got 8. ISENGRIM did not get the bonus. MarineMechs did.
We're spending another 5 minutes talking to each other just to find out that, like, it's not there.
Yeah, that would be pretty lame. We'll be seeing you guys 5 minutes from now. And, yeah, so we're going to go into the canyon. You want to flip the map strat to the correct map before I pull my hair out?
Canyon Network Conquest. Everybody's favorite. I know nothing about this map. Absolutely nothing.
You know nothing, Jon Snow.
No, I'm kidding. But seriously though, are we up? Do we have the map up on the overlay?
We're here.
All right, so coming out of Team 1, most likely strategies usually revolve around, hey, let's take this ridge, maybe put a mech here. Team 2, usually, let's put some mechs here and there. Not a whole lot to that map. I flipped back and forth several times as to which team actually has the advantage. I feel like a lot of it just plays into the team that takes the initiative on this map generally does better.
It seems to be that way, honestly. I mean, this is the commander drop, so it's what, 3 mediums, 4 heavies?
Usually what ends up happening is a crucial fight over this corner right here, so. Some lesser extent. Some map control over Theta. But
yeah.
Usually when people end up fighting over Epsilon and Theta. Sometimes Kappa. You occasionally can see a light fight over here in the green circle. Abstract is wigging out.
Yeah, everything is wigging out on my end. I'm trying to fix everything. Having some entertainingly bad issues. Ironically enough.
I just hope we have sound.
If we've got sound and video, I don't care. I'm good to go. Let's see if the team's good to go.
Looks like we're waiting on
make sure you get set to Canyon Network.
No, we're waiting on Eisen still, so.
Just making sure we don't drop another glorious Frozen City drop. Pretty bad.
No radio casts. Not even once. Hey, we haven't done it this season.
Two no audio casts, but you know
we should be proud of this.
We've had video every drop.
Well.
Hey man.
To be fair, there was no stream even on, so we thought there was, but there wasn't. Oops, our bad.
Yeah. Still waiting on that 8th person from Eisen, but I mean, we could talk Canyon Network in death, but honestly, I'd rather speculate about Drop 4. Really? I don't know. I got a bee in my bonnet about this.
We all really want to skip to what everybody's talking about. Terra frickin' Therma.
I want to talk about it. You keep brushing me off. You're like, it's just another map. But Canyon Network is boring. We've seen it played time and time again. I mean, okay, it's not boring, but it's been cast so many times. It's been done. But Terra Therma? It hasn't been done, man. It hasn't been done.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but isn't Canyon Network as hot as Terra Therma? Just about.
No.
Am I wrong on that?
I think some in the Asian.
Or was it Tourmaline? I think it's Tourmaline that happens to be one of the hottest maps in the game, but it like doesn't feel like it is. You know what I mean?
Matt, I need to pick your brain.
Okay.
Is Canyon Network as hot as Terra Therma? Ambiently or situationally?
No, ambiently it's 0. It has a 0 modifier. I don't know why you guys always call it a hot map. It's one of the few maps with a 0 modifier.
Am I always confusing it with Tourmaline? I think that's what I'm confusing.
Probably.
Okay. Thank you, Matt.
Thank you, Matt.
Welcome.
Back to the bleachers.
Thank you.
All right.
So, I think we still have 7 for Eisen.
Yep, we're still missing one. Should be starting shortly here.
Oh, the stream's coming on. Can you check the audio? We have audio? Is that a thing?
Checking.
Please.
I'm waiting. Fingers crossed.
Please. Come on.
Oh no. I'm refreshing. I think. Hold on.
Come on, baby. I got an ad.
It's taking forever
man.
to load.
I've got an ad.
This is taking forever to load. The suspense.
Yes, we've got sound!
Yes!
Woo!
Huzzah!
We did it! We did it, Reddit!
Alright, thank God.
Woo!
Whew.
Small blessings. Small blessings.
Hey!
Hey!
It works. Did we have that conversation already? Am I... Hold on.
About
I'm
what?
looking at... I am... Wait. Did you flip my camera? You did.
No, I didn't. You're
Oh, that's
looking at me.
No. But the weird thing is that when I look at it in Skype, it's like backwards. But then like when I
Well,
look at it on the stream,
Last
reverse.
season
It's
you were on the
tripping me
left.
out.
Last season you were on the left and I was on the right. And I decided that this season I wanted to shake it up. So now you're on the right and I'm on the left. It's got to stay fresh, man. It's got to
looks
stay
like everybody's
fresh.
in here, so we're getting ready.
Woo woo!
But yeah, Kenya Network. Everybody's seen this map played to death. Realistically, it's just a choice of does the team want to brawl? Do they want to range? Who knows?
I mean, you can brawl, but think about it. Like the only, I mean, the
Definitely
other
gonna
router.
see something on that Echo 4 Delta 5 ridge though that I was talking about. You want to know why?
Yes.
4 people in Charlie from Team 1. Shocker.
Ooh. Surprise. Surprise.
I've never seen that before.
Now, I think I might be slightly incorrect because I think Eisen might have gotten the bonus. But on drop 2, because is it any 5 mechs? Or is it just, do you have to kill both heavies? I think I might have a rule juxtaposed here. For drop 2, you have to kill both heavies or you just need 5 mechs? Oh, snap!
Oh, sorry, I accidentally muted myself.
5 mechs
keyboard.
or 2 heavies?
I
And 2 mediums. Is it 4? Do you have to kill?
think it's 5.
Well, if that's the case,
I'm pretty sure it's 5.
I think it is 5. If that's the case, ISENGRIM leads with a 525 rep. Hit this one out, lock it out, and make it happen.
Yeah, it is. Just confirming with you, it is 5 enemy mechs in drop 2.
Gotcha. As everything... Okay, we are green to go. Both teams are ready. Let's go ahead and fire this one out. That's your cue to launch a snap.
I'm working on it. Sorry, I got allergies and it's bugging me and... Yeah, anyway, that's an excuse. Time for some mech action.
No radio casts.
You know what the funny thing is? We never actually talked about Terra Therma.
Well, it's because you're a shill, but you know... I still love you. Alrighty! I see knit gears! Nope, that's a
Wait,
hopper.
no.
I see knit gears!
2 net gears out of Eisen.
Got 2 knit gears, a hopper. Okay, it looks like Bandit is going to take his hopper.
MarineMechs. Trade
Ooh.
war incoming.
Trade war! Whoop, 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 whoop. Alright, so Bandit's hopper is going to go ahead and opt to move to Junkyard. The rest of MarineMechs mechs. Warhammer 6D. Wonder what's on that mech. Probably quad LPL, I would assume. Got 2 night
Playing out
gears here as
very
well.
standard with the Viper trying to cap Thama or Theta. Thama. Jeez, what am I?
Thama.
Trying to go to
Nice.
Theta. And then 2 fast movers from Eisen going to Kappa right off the bat.
Interesting positioning from Eisen. Solus and the Hopper is opting to take the back kill to counter Junkyard. And their Night Gears are playing a little bit back. Pooty is, McChillin. Let's see what he's got on here. Looks like triple Ultra 2s and some lasers. Probably quad mediums. Beautiful.
Let the fight over Epsilon begin.
Mech the Dane. Severely humping radio tower right now. Kirik taking a couple of bad shots here. Kincaid, 92%. Ooh, Toaster in the Night Gear, 86%. Maybe a nasty trade coming out there.
He ate a... Was that a strike or was that a shot? Wasn't paying attention.
Interesting to see nobody trying to actually force Epsilon. Both teams afraid to kind of make that move. It is a very exposed position and a lot of...
But
a lot of
Toaster, I would give the percentages to MarineMechs here, hands down. What?
That was a button that wasn't supposed to be hit.
Whoopsie. Oh no. Anyway, back
my
to
bad.
the match.
Anyway,
We got some action going on over here by Kappa.
Solus is at 85%, getting forced
almost
down.
died.
Whoop, and
He goes
there he goes! Oh,
Whoa.
what in the world is happening? I've lost
What a
track of this
strike.
game. Mech the Dane, 81%, rotating around the right side of...
That was really unfortunate. Remit, poor Remit. He got I believe he got legged to the Viper and then the strike finished him off.
Starwolf going to opt to go ahead and steal... Reinforce their Kappa Cap, excuse me. They actually have Kappa. The caps for MarineMechs are a little bit tenuous.
Here
Whoa.
on the Epsilon corner.
Kincaid and the Hunchback is watching this Viper on the right side here. MarineMechs are kind of getting pressed back a little bit. Their position has become very
got
precarious.
a little overeager, and now he's out of position in front of 4 mechs. Oh no.
Bearclaw throwing down some damage on those mechs on the ridge. He's got to get out of this firing lane. He is alone. He has no support here.
Get out.
He sneaks out with 60%. Can you tell me what components are open there? Also on the right side, we have 2 mediums coming in. The Cicada and the Viper are jumping on the back side over here on Rustabosh. Nori is not able to do anything. Kincaid dropping down. This Huntsman is kind of alone right now. Nori cannot turn his back to that trade line. He's a little bit exposed, and this Viper and this Cicada are just going to get away with murder.
I mean,
Terragato taking a nasty
really
shot from Kincaid here.
Right now, they're not necessarily doing a whole lot. They're just kind of...
And Solus goes down. Nice shot by Toaster. And it looks like Eisen is opting to push Pooty, moving up, bringing that Marine, that primary mech, that commander mech up to the front line here, trading, trying to suppress MarineMech's back line here. Terragato and the Viper diving in. Looks like the Cicada is opting to float up high. And this is getting dirty. Toaster dropping down, 60% in that Night Gear. Hammer, Ham27 in the Warhammer exposed, trying to take a pick on Kirig here.
Kirig might go down here. He's actually missing a torso already, and he's not open anywhere else, but his armor is pretty much almost gone. It looks like Toaster might go down here. He's open left torso.
Terragato pushing the envelope.
On the back with the bright red right torso. But nobody is looking at him, and he's just getting off free shots.
Super Atomic taking a bunch of nasty shots. 44% in that Timberwolf. These mechs are just beat to crap in back. But look at MarineMechs. 32, 28% for Ham27.
Fantastic trades in here.
Terragato finally taking Rostabosh. US Starwolf taking Ham27. And now it is 5 to 6. This is anybody's game. Proper placement here. Bandit doing work. 48% in that hopper, beat to crap, still holding his position, giving his team some much-needed Overwatch here. Starwolf very fresh in that Cicada. It's looking like he's kind of waiting, biding his time, trying to pick the instance that he can pop around here and take a move. Nori taking a couple of shots from that Cicada. He is within optimal 49% here.
A bad hit, and he's legged.
Taro is 54%. You said he lost his leg here?
He lost his leg. His left torso is cherry red.
Toaster at 38% here. They have no response here. They need to take care of business. They need to drop a couple more mechs. It is anybody's game.
Is actually really fresh. And
Toaster goes down. Starwolf needs to...
Bearclaw is incredibly fresh, but like I'm not really sure what...
Kincaid taking Kirig with a nice, beautiful shot. It looks like on a side torso here. Bearclaw opting to rotate over to Bandit's position. But look at the tickets. Look at the tickets. We're tied right here. Right now is the choice.
Going off for caps. I don't know if I necessarily agree with this right now. Like they need to. Eisen needs to get a to not let them trade.
There is a mech on Theta. It looks like Starwolf opting to take the fresh mech and stand on Theta. Pooty is 47%. Oh, Pooty takes down Nori, and it is now 3-5. But this is anybody's game. One shot on half of Eisen's mechs could take the game, knock them out of the game here. Bearclaw and Bandit opting to push left.
Bearclaw and Bandit, they need to get up on this ridge right here.
Bandit, why?
They need to get up on this ramp.
Bandit, why?
On this rock. There are two CT mechs over here behind this rock, and they don't know that Bandit and Bearclaw are right there.
Kincaid rotating back to the junkyard position. Everybody is trying to trade with Kincaid, and he is holding his own here.
Oh, no,
and Starwolf is here.
He came back.
And boom, Pooty takes a nice, beautiful shot on Bandit, getting isolated from his Marauder. And this is all in the hands of Bearclaw, and I don't know if he can manage to pull it back.
Shot, and he just got sticked. This is over. It's basically down to Kincaid with his one PPC in the Hunchy, and I don't know if that is enough to really.
And it looks like they're going to come seal the deal here. Starwolf playing the trumpet, charging in, and Pooty takes the kill.
That was a brutal match.
That was rough. Wow. That was brutal. I think that, honestly, the game was...
I'm glad we started past this.
Yeah, I got,
Kind of.
Yeah. It took, took 3 matches, but we finally got audio. Just in time for me to mash the wrong button. Whoa, Pooty!
Pooty Dinosaur. 4 kills, 764 damage.
Starwolf and the Cicadas, 636 damage. Pooty, Marauder 2C, 769, staying alive, giving his team the bonus, denying MarineMechs their bonus.
That said, Bandit doing 695 out of the Grasshopper 5P. Wow.
Toaster as well, putting up a respectable damage for dying how early he died in the game. 505 damage.
Doing 700 damage in a Grasshopper, though.
Oh, yeah, I know. It's hard.
Wow.
I have a lot of experience in that role, and takes a long time. You got to be on point with your trades. You got to be in the right position at the right time, especially given the fact that he went down to 60% and then continued to trade and continued to win his trades. Very well done. Whew. That was a match. Did you happen to remember exactly how many mechs died for ISENGRIM? I think ISENGRIM had... Actually, I could just watch on the stream, but I believe it was... ISENGRIM had 3 mechs left? Or 5... No, they had 5 mechs left, excuse me.
5 mechs.
They killed 8.
They had their
MarineMechs
Marauder.
killed 3. Yep. They had their Marauder, which means the bonus goes in favor of ISENGRIM. And we are now on the most anticipated drop of this session.
Terra Therma.
Right now, ISENGRIM... Ooh, that gif is beautiful. Anyway, ISENGRIM at a respectable 875 rep. Coming out of there with a strong bonus. Good points. These matches are very tight. All MarineMechs has to do is play a really strong Terra Therma match, and it's anybody's game. They're not beaten yet. 525 rep. Definitely not going down without a fight here. But I think that, honestly, these 2 matches are going to be the deciding factor, and we've seen it before. A team can win 2 matches and win the series, win the 5 series. So I am excited to see what we can pull out here and what we can see. But let's go ahead and flip on the... go ahead and toss on the map strat, will you? Get it set to Terra Therma, and let's go ahead and have a little chit-chat about this. Most anticipated map of this season.
I don't know about that.
Oh, it is for me. In my opinion, it's the only
the
one that matters.
Anticipated map of the season.
The most dreaded, maybe. But obviously, my opinion is the only one that matters. So
that is true.
Very true.
There are, like, I really do feel like these caps for both teams are just kind of gimmies. You know?
Yeah.
Now, I feel like then the fight ends up becoming over Theta. But then the interesting thing is that what do you do when Team 2 ends up here? and then can no longer really see Kappa. And you can do some funky stuff with that, maybe. I don't know, but I feel like most fights are just gonna end up, everybody rushing to Theta. Total shock.
Well, I honestly think from my personal experience, and this is a lot from PugQ and some of my internals, DM.
Well,
anyway,
that's
but
not
from
what I was expecting.
my personal experience is that I think that Team 2 has a bit of an advantage coming into Theta. So I think that in this situation, I think MarineMechs has a stronger position to come in on if they want to fight at Theta, if they can force a fight at Theta. It all depends, because this is a 2-2-2-2 drop. So you got 2 lights, you got 2 mediums, you got 2 heavies, you got 2 assaults. Now, my personal opinion, and this is just me, and I know I'm not always right, surprise, I think that almost any sane team is going to opt to take 2 Night Gears. I don't know what builds they're going to put on them. Hell, they might put Lerms, whatever. Like, you do you. But the non-external heat transfer is such a big thing, like, especially on a map like this. Jump jets, etc., so forth. Barring any of the other good things about the Night Gear, that alone on this map I think is going to be a big selling point for a lot of teams. Now, the question I think really becomes is, what do you take for assaults? I mean, do you opt to take PPC Gauss? Do you take some kind of DACA? Do you go Atlas Brawl? I think an earlier cast, actually, we saw Atlas Brawl. So
I believe BSK took that, correct?
And I believe they did end up winning that drop, correct?
The dual Atlas.
I mean, it tickled my fancy.
Of all the things, if you told me we're going to play on Terra Therma, of all the things that I would have expected to see, if you told me dual Atlas, not one of them.
Well, that's because you're a shill.
Wow. How rude.
I'm a rude individual. Waiting on both teams here right now. Eisen still waiting on one of their pilots here. But yeah, I'm excited to see this because I really feel like, honestly, being a team that really likes to do control strats, I don't know how to do a control strat on here. I think you just gotta nut up, shut up, and push. I think either you gotta brawl or you gotta do some kind of push deck, because I feel the lanes are too compressed. It's really hard to get control over multiple caps effectively, and so you got to be mobile, I think, on this map. And I don't see a strong control position for either side. I would say that maybe Team 2 has a bit of a stronger position, and maybe you could work something. But I really feel like we're going to see some very aggressive, clashing kind of combat here, and I'm excited to.
I think we're going
to
see people take Jaka and juke it out in the center.
I'm all for, like, a metal slugfest, like Kodiaks, Maulers. I mean, I want to see a Mauler. Please, come on, give me a Mauler. Please, baby Jesus. I want a Mauler. I love the mech. It's amazing. It's great. But, I mean, I know my opinion is not everybody's opinion, but I think the Mauler is a very good choice here. I mean, there's not very many good peeking spots. I mean, you're not going to be peeking a lot, I don't think. I think this map is all about balls to the wall, and I think the Mauler fits the bill. I mean, the only argument that I'd have is speed. It is a pretty long walk, but, I mean, to each their own. But I want to see what people bring. I want to strat farm. Not really. But I do want to know what comes to mind when they see this map, because each strat planner, each team kind of views a map differently. And so it'll be interesting because we could see two, like, completely, like, yin and yang kind of decks. I don't know. I mean, with both these teams historically being brawl-centric, I don't know if we'll see that in this match, but maybe one of them will surprise us. I'd love to be surprised, but we'll see. Still waiting on
that
them to get ready.
That disconnect also did cost them quite a bit last time, so hopefully that doesn't happen again.
Apparently, it's Comcast, so.
No comment.
I have no opinion. I'll be right back.
Always leaving me right before we start. All right, just waiting on both teams to get their lances set, and we should get started. Looks like everybody's in here, so we shouldn't be too long of a wait here. I'm interested to see how Terra Therma plays out. Definitely a new map, not one that even gets played a lot in the punk queue, I feel, so not one that people are familiar with in general, I think, especially on Conquest. Really wide map. Cap points are just all over the place.
All right, I have returned.
Welcome back.
Fabulous.
Looks like we'll be starting here shortly.
Awesome. I'll give you 12 chickens and my firstborn for 1 month of internet. Quote of the night, guys. Still waiting
All
on
chickens.
12 chickens. I like how
Why is the cutoff 12?
I like how he specified 12 chickens and then my firstborn. Like not like my firstborn and then 12 chickens. It's 12 chickens.
If you never had a child, then all you really have to do is give them 12 chickens, right?
But then if you ever have a child, you have to give them your firstborn.
No, that's horrible. Why would you do that?
I'm not the one that offered my firstborn for a month of internet, let alone 12 chickens. Chickens are horrible. I hate them. Anyway, that's beside the point. We are going into the... Have you ever had chickens?
I have eaten chicken, yes.
That's not the same as having chickens. I digress.
Well,
hopefully,
no,
I digress.
No, so some family members of mine have chickens.
That's not the same. You don't wake up at 3 o'clock in the morning before you go to school to change their pins. Like, it's not the same. I digress. Mech the Dane needs to ready up, and we are good to go. I don't care, man. Like, you've never had chickens. You don't know what it's like. You don't know the struggle. It's a legit struggle, dude.
Whew, okay.
It's actually kind of hot on here.
To live in the mountains. Mountain man.
Are you're a mountain man? Sorry, it is extremely hot in
I'm kind of
here.
a mountain man. More like a valley man. Like, kind of like. Not
I think
quite
mountain
valley
man I think mountain man and valley man are mutually exclusive there. Snap.
No.
Just,
Like I'm like kind of both. Like I'm on like the slope. So like, does that make me like not quite the mountain man or like not quite the valley man? I'm not really sure. I live on a slope. That just doesn't sound as good though.
I live on a slope. Mech the Dane! Come on!
Wait.
Don't make me enforce the timer because you are out of time, buddy.
Here we go.
Woo! Here we go! Alright, let's get the overlay on so that I don't have to radiocast. No radiocasts. No radiocasts.
I'm actually really excited to watch this.
I am too.
Wait for a while, but
Bradley in chat
I
confirming. Bradley in chat confirming that they were the team that did do Double Atlas. Thank you, Bradley. I appreciate your forwardness. Anyway, you were saying? Ooh, look at this map. It's so pretty. Look at that. I'm excited, dude. I've been waiting to cast a match on Terra Therma. I wanted to. Look at all these mountains and shit.
don't forget the slopes.
The ones you live on? I mean, look at this lava.
It's like we got.
Yes, it's all going the same direction, and that effect is interesting. Do we have a disconnect here? I think we might have a disconnect.
I'm in someone's cockpit. No, it's not a disconnect. He hasn't connected. There he goes.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, I'm going to go ahead and just go on a National Geographic tour of Terra Therma. Check it out, guys. It's pretty beautiful.
Oh god, how do I get rid of the... I really hope I haven't bugged it.
And here the teams come.
Okay,
Woo! That was a little
so
stressy.
interesting builds.
Oh, baby, we got a Mauler!
We have 2 Maulers, or just one?
Nope, we got a Treb 5J coming out of Isengrim. I don't know what's going on there, but I would like to see what they plan to do with it. But we got a Mauler coming out of MarineMechs. I knew I liked MarineMechs.
Oh, that's a large laser Treb, too. Wow.
The manly man. Terragato holding up the manly man slot with a large laser trebuchet on Terra Therma. Alright, so we got a
Marauder, 2 CA, 2 Ultra 5s, and an Ultra 10, and 4 small pulse.
I'd like to point out that both teams did opt to actually double night gears. And can you go can you just flip through the builds on those night gears? I'm curious if they're all GOS PPC or
the ones on Eisen both are. I just checked. Let's find out what the ones on MarineMech are. I believe.
Bandit rocking the beautiful
6
MarineMech.
Ultra AC2s.
One in the left arm, I'm assuming. Both. Yep. Looks like this is a legal build. Verifying that MDM's is a legal build. Who is the other one? Toaster?
Yep.
Where you is? Where you is? Legal as well. MarineMechs keeping it in their pants. A little bit of a little engagement over here towards Epsilon. Looks like Kincaid scouting and getting in the lava.
The spiders traded with it.
Whoa! This looks like kind of a push from Isengrim. Their Kodiak, their night gear, their other night gear. I don't know. Maybe they're just fending off the light here.
It looks like they actually got spotted and they decided to turn around.
Yeah, it looks like they have aborted.
There already.
They have aborted that push.
I'm digging it.
Remit and the Spider kind of taking a little couple peeks. We've got Solus and the Spider as well on the left side over here towards Sigma. Man, this map is weird to crane a camera on. I will say that. And it looks like MarineMechs is opting to go ahead and just cram push it. I think this is a cram push coming out of Theta.
Never mind. He's getting out.
He noped out. Terragato and the Trebuchet.
Treb might get him.
Treb is manly man. Oh, he's got the mediums. He's a manly man.
No, the cheetah got out.
Nope. He decides.
MarineMechs, they're pushing. They're pushing hard with the Mauler.
I think they've opted to go ahead.
This Marauder might get caught. Oh boy. Okay, so they decided to play Ring Around the Rosie around this rock.
NASCAR. I would like to point out that Isengrim does have a 80 or 90 cap point lead.
Isengrim appears to be running away. What?
What is even happening in this match?
Maybe they're pushing over to take the Gamma area?
Oop.
I'm not...
Terragato taking a couple shots from the Muller. Whoop, and nope.
I'm very confused right now.
All aboard the choo-choo train. It looks like they're opting to sit their butts on Gamma. Epsilon crap going out for MarineMechs. And Solus pushing the envelope here with his Spider. Kincaid coming around. It looks like he wants some blood. Oh, Spider, Remit, and Kincaid going in on the Spider here. Solus looking like he needs to nope out of here. And he might actually get away. He's pretty isolated from his team. MarineMechs kind of holding back. Not engaging the main force here. Solus slipping away, it looks like. Managing to make it away. 82%. Taking a LPL in the back. And MarineMechs retain Theta Cap, but they no longer have Epsi. They had to pull off him light for a response
Toaster
here.
is kind of eating it. Oh.
And the main body is...
a lot of damage.
Yep, the main body is moving out for engagement. 66% for Toaster here. That is not looking good. Both night gears are a little bit beat up.
As well.
Toaster is equivalent, basically sticked. MDM is sticked as well. No, if they take that left torso, if they take the left torso on that night gear, they lose 5 ultras.
No. It says -1 now. What? That's strange.
MDM looks like he still has his guns as well. Lots of Dock of Fire coming out of there. Roastabach taking a nasty shot here. 3 mechs for MarineMechs are just beat to crap. The Kodiak for ISENGRIM is the only one that is even remotely really beat up. Mostly 70% here. Mech the Dane. Oh, and Pooty takes Roastabach, putting this at a 7v8. MarineMechs opting to push the left flank here. Nori taking the Kodiak here.
Not in a great spot. This Crow did some work right there. He's coming back
MDM going down as well. That is a Night Gear. This is an interesting engagement. A little bit confusing because there's multiple flanks here. It seems like the majority of MarineMechs is starting to fall on the right side here.
Are just bleeding too much right now. Although, nope, never mind. It is 5-6 right now. And Bandit is still relatively fresh.
Bandit putting his butt on Gamma.
Got his weapons.
Bearclaw on the Kodiak still has guns.
Bearclaw is about to die though.
And Terragato in that Trebuchet just whittling away at the assaults over here. Starwolf just trying to stay alive. Remit goes down to Superatomic Airplane. Goodness gracious me. Bandit in the lava trying to take this kill on Starwolf. He's not shooting at him. I'm guessing he's missing his guns. He might be out of ammo. Which means that it's once again up to Kincaid, who is not going to have... just not going to have it in him.
I believe he's legged. I don't think that's going to happen. Yeah, his other leg. Yep, there he goes.
Negatory Batman, and it looks like this drop is going in favor of Eisen. 6-8. I mean, 6 to...
Wow.
Excuse me, 2-8.
I think MarineMechs got really confused by that movement. What should I call that? The rope-a-dope?
The loop-de-doop?
The loop-de-doop.
The loop-de-nope?
The loop-de-nope.
Pretty high damage coming out of Bandit's Mauler there, and even both of the Night Gears from MarineMechs, even though they got savaged very early on, still managed to put up decent numbers. But that Treb, 570 damage, leading the pack in top damage in the game, just able to kite and get into a position where he could do what he needed to do. Interesting match. Not what I expected.
I think what really needed to happen there was you needed to get more than that damage out of that Hunchback right there. That's an investment.
Yeah. And seeing 68 coming out of the Hunchback is not reassuring.
Yeah, I feel like he was kind of he's a little bit
overexposed.
Yeah. Kind of ate dirt on that one.
Well, it's hard, especially
unfortunate, but it does happen.
Yeah, it can be difficult. You don't know where you're exposing. Also, I will admit that Eisen played their range game, pulled the range very well. If you would let me do what I need to do, that would be great. Okay, so ISENGRIM taking the win, taking the bonus. 8 kills. 2 kills going to MarineMechs, no bonus. That is the resolution of Terra Firma. Interesting, kind of... I guess mostly what I expected. Treb was an interesting choice. Not what I expected there, but
I'm not actually too unabashed about it. I think that the Treb is a great pick for the map. I think it's hilariously heat efficient. Got like what, 20%? I'm gonna double check that for us here. Got like 20% heat gen, man. On them lasers.
it is a fairly heat-efficient mag. I will say that. So here we are.
I'm actually genuinely curious, so I gotta get that information.
Go ahead and look at the score here. ISENGRIM holding a 1,225 rep for that drop. MarineMechs with only the 2 kills only bumps them up 50 rep, putting them from 525 to 575. Bit of a rough match for MarineMechs there. They really need a definitive win here.
Yeah, it's 20% across the board for range, duration, and heat gen.
What would be really great is if my right monitor wouldn't die. That would be pretty awesome.
What do you mean, just like straight up turned it off?
It's black screen. While you do this.
Well, that's not good.
There we go. Oh, maybe not. There we go. Alrighty. We're going into HPG 2024. That's 2 lights, no mediums, 2 heavies, 4 assaults. On, of all maps, HPG. Where are you going to fit 4 assaults on HPG? You can see some brawl, you can see some range. I don't know about control, because control's pretty hard with 4 really big mechs and HPG. I don't see control being a valid option for HPG on this drop. Probably brawl, some kind of like DACA or push, maybe leaving laser valve. I mean,
Could be anything. Hold on 1 second. I will be right back.
so here we are, just waiting for both teams to go ahead and ready up. It was an interesting match to watch, but I think that we can... I don't know, I feel like that... I know I'm talking to myself here, and it's kind of weird, but I feel like that they just gained Eisen, that is, gained too much distance from MarineMechs before MarineMechs was actually able to close, and they were able to actually set up a pretty decent firing line. And that was most of the issue with MarineMechs, is they were getting shot from 2 different angles, they were trying to push. They took a couple of really bad trades early on. Their exposure just... When you get put down in firepower, especially on like a push deck like that, it really starts to tell, because you need every bit of firepower to get there to just blast every mech that you can see. And so I think the big issue was just the distance that MarineMechs had to cover, and the fact that Eisen, was already set up. So,
You know, I think the UAC 2 guys versus the Gauss PPC guys was also a big part of that.
yeah, I mean, the pinpoint at that range is going to tell. 2 gears hit the same side torso.
It was within the optimal for the Gauss, I believe, so.
Yeah.
And even then, putting all your damage on a one component is generally always more advised than spreading it all over the place.
Especially with those gears being actually fairly cool. Like, I don't know if I agreed with the DACA gears. I see the merit, but then I also see why you would just rather have that pinpoint, because those mechs are... It's 2 heavies and 2 assaults, right? Like, the big heavier elements you're thinking about, you're going to be... What you consider most of your pinpoint on a push is going to be those assaults and heavies. You want those gears to make every point of damage matter, and if they're scattering it on a mech, they have to expose to trade. And if the enemy's just popping up, shooting once, and then dropping off, those gears aren't going to get the face time they need. So, just waiting on Eisen here to go ahead and get the rest of their people in here. One more from MarineMechs. I'm going to step away real quick, use the bathroom, and I'll be right back. Stream is all yours, Snap. Don't break
Already. Thanks for tossing the keys. So this 5th drop, I do believe, is taking place on HPG. That is another interesting map for drop 5, especially with how heavy these mechs are. Part of me wonders if brawling might be something that teams try to attempt here. Maybe some range stuff, who knows. A lot of interesting choices to be made here. Whether or not you play the wall, whether or not you try to go for a cap strat, if you just try to push them right off the bat. That being said, I do believe Team 1 starts with a side that is good for taking the spine, which is a very powerful position on this map. Would not shock me the Eisen take full advantage of that. As they should.
Alrighty, I'm back. Anything,
That's good, because I was running out of things to say. Cloak man looking for his mountain man. That's all I'm going to say.
But I digress. So what do you think assaults? Like, what do you think for assaults? I mean, if we see a push deck, okay, so say we just see hard brawl. I mean, it'd be interesting, but assault, like quad assault heavy hard brawl, like, what do you think people will bring? Like,
I think my guess is going to be on Dual Kodiak, Marauder, Battlemaster.
That's the safe one, I think. I think that's honestly the safest kind of brawl, not brawl, but range deck that you could bring, like medium range, Gauss PPC out of the Kodiaks, or even maybe DACA. Like, Marauder has a whole amalgamation of builds it can run. You can run double Gauss Peep with other additions, or it can run just triple Ultra 2s, PPCs. I mean, there's a lot of things that Marauder can run. It's not so cut and dry as the Kodiak, which is, you got 4 ballistic slots to work with. You got Gauss PPC, you've got DACA, you've got LBXs. Like, that's pretty much all the Kodiak 3 ever really runs. And come to think of it, I don't think I've ever seen anything but a Kodiak 3 on a stream that we've casted. Have we ever seen anything but a Kodiak 3? I don't remember ever seeing anything other than a Kodiak 3.
At least one in most drops, I feel.
But what I mean is like variance-wise, like a Kodiak 2 or a Kodiak 5. Like, have you ever seen...
Oh, well, that's because the rest of them are honestly crap.
You don't want to run the 10 medium pulse Kodiak with them all in the arms?
No. If I was going to do that, I might as well just take a Marauder.
You're no fun. You know that? No fun at all.
I sold all my other Kodiaks. That's also part of it.
Sold all your fun. That's what you...
That's how much I hated them.
So,
I spit on their memory.
That bad, huh?
A little bit.
Hey, man. I had a pretty good build for the Kodiak 1 for a while there. Y'all didn't believe me, but it worked.
We're not going to discuss this right now.
Well, we're still waiting on Eisen's 8th person, and, yeah. HPG.
I mean, they're doing good so far. They've already won the match, so they just got to try to close it out 4-1 to come out strong. On the flip side, MarineMechs really needs to take a match here to get as many points as possible. You want to talk about the DibB standings a little bit?
Do let's. I think actually that's probably more entertaining than Div A. That seems to be the general gist, though. That seems to be that Div B is the
it looks
division
like
to watch.
Eisen will be in first place after this match.
So let's just go over the rundown. Currently, right now, without this match reported, Blackstone Knights is holding up first place with a 5,650 points. They have 4 matches played. 373rd Wing Viper Cluster, got through that name, has 4 matches played with 5,500 rep. That puts them in second. So Eisen has 3 matches reported with 4,675. So if we just look at the rep on the table, like Snap said, they will be in first place. So Eisen has secured first place for 4 matches played. MarineMechs will hold position with their reported amount, with the rep they currently have. Now, if they pull the maximum amount of rep out of this match, what is the maximum amount of rep that you can pull out of a drop 5? 50-point bonus, 8 max.
I'm thinking.
You're the math guy. Asian! Asian! I require your assistance. Matt, seriously.
I think it's,
what's the maximum amount of rep you can get for drop 5? I need your assistance.
But I don't know. I'd have to look up the rules.
Just do the math. The math.
Math.
You win 300 for drop, regardless of mechs destroyed if you win. And then you
Okay,
get
so
50
that's
for the bonus.
Good bonuses.
So
Then
my
each mech.
Go ahead.
We got this, Matt. Don't worry about it.
No. I need him to do the math. 'Cause I'm not doing it. I am incapable of doing it. Give me this.
Yeah, it's like 50 for all assault maps. 300, 350. It is. It is 350.
Okay, so it would be 350?
I think
So,
it's 350. 50 for destruction of all enemy assault mechs in drop 5, and then 300 for winning.
Okay, so then that would put us at 925 for MarineMechs. The ideal scenario is MarineMechs takes 925 away from this drop. I mean, not 925. They take the maximum, which would put them at 925. So the best they can do is just shy of 1,000.
Pretty
Which,
much,
I mean, that's the goal right now. This is the long con. You've got how many more matches? 6? Anything can happen. I mean, right now, yeah, like you've got a good start, and this is starting to shape where the league is going to end up. The division's going to end up. But
a lot of it depends on how Eisen does against the other top new teams here.
That would be the big thing. So, but at this point, MarineMechs need to just secure as many points as possible. They need to get as many bonuses. They need to kill as many mechs. They need to win as many drops, because winning a drop and winning it decisively against any opponent denies them points. So right now they have 3 people that they, especially their matchup against Eisen again, and then their matchups. I don't know if they played 373rd Wing Viper Cluster, Smoke Adders. I'm just going to call you Smoke Adders, and Blackstone Knights. I think they have. I think they have to have. But their matchups against them.
Knights the other day. It was a 3-2 decision, but ISENGRIM technically won on points.
Okay. What I'm saying is more the matchups that MarineMechs is going to play against them again is going to define pretty much exactly where these guys match up against the total leaderboard and where MarineMechs sits. Because right now they're in 4th, and they could do it. They just have to play top of the game.
I mean, as of right now, even if Eisen gets 0 points, they go to first place.
Yes. I'm saying for the long game, the rest of the season.
True. To more clearly define their lead, maybe winning this drop is pretty crucial.
And for MarineMechs, every point needs to be hoarded.
By the way, we'll be starting soon.
Eisen has set their lances, and we're just waiting on MarineMechs. Ooh. Apparently are the fastest ready-ups in the division, so let's see it as I get comfortable. Everybody's ready. Are we good to go?
It looks like we're good, and we're going.
Move that bus. And we're not going to have a radio cast, I promise to God. Tastes good.
No radio cast, right?
No radio casts.
Fantastic.
I have evolved beyond my previous form of failure and sadness. I just leave out audio for the first 2 drops.
You say that, but we failed on this stream.
I updated OBS, and it did a thing.
We failed slightly less. That's something.
Remind me to stay very far away from my F11 key. It's important.
What does that even do?
Plays sound clips.
Oh, okay.
I probably should just do
another.
All right,
so Gargoyle and
ooh, Mangoyle
out of MarineMechs
and a double Kodiak. Woo! What the? Okay, double Kodiak coming out of ISENGRIM, Marauder 2C, and a Highlander. I'm assuming it's the Dane Special with the... Why not? Why not?
Charge.
Seems like it's happening right now. MarineMechs moving out of the gate. MDM in the Atlas. Atlas S. MD. Nice decals on the back here. Some ER play coming up off of the walls here. Got a Night Gear and Mercobra in the hopper here for ISENGRIM. Looks like they want to... Wait, are those mediums? What? 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 Why are you on the wall? What's over here? Grasshopper. Bandit in the Grasshopper. On the wall over here on the left.
Okay, so it looks like they went Brawl, but they decided to put a Hopper on the wall.
A little bit of control.
I like this. I like this a lot.
This is interesting. A little bit of control, a little bit of brawl. Looked like ISENGRIM kind of went with the more medium range kind of assaults, maybe strong arm the center, and where's Toaster? I want to see this man.
Now,
Man.
Markova is up on the wall in a grasshopper, but maybe he took the wrong one because he's large pulse. And Star Wolf is using Gauss, so I don't really know if they can really do that all that much to Bandit, to be honest. Like, Bandit could have a field day with them up here, I think.
Here it is. The Mangoyle. Alright.
The Mangoyle.
The Mangoyle. Holding in, I think that's left
That's
gate.
a good spot to hold in. I would like to see MarineMechs kind of push Theta. I don't necessarily think that they would be ill-equipped for that kind of fight. The Atlas.
This is an entertaining
If anything, I think
matchup.
the Atlas and the Gargoyle should just go down there at this point, because
Star
Theta is a
Wolf
very
and-
important cap in this situation.
So I'd like to point out that I think Mark Cobra took the wrong mech because Bandit is just scritching at Star Wolf and Mark Cobra. 93% here. Mark Cobra at 92%. Somebody tell Bandit that he's scratching. Check your range because the heat isn't just worth it at this point. Oh, and a PBC shot. Popping Bandit in the face.
It hit his
91%
arm.
here. Well, it looked like the face.
Not a very
Like-
useful component.
And
Bandit now
Isengrim
has
presenting-
great shots on these Kodiaks trying to shoot
this
on the
is what-
spine, which is the real focus of this hopper.
That's what that position is all about. Solus trying to throw some damage at Bandit, and looks like none of it hit. These two Kodiaks just want to get that hopper off the wall. Bandit needs to just stick to his guns. That's about 1,000.
Yeah, no way those Kodiaks are trading efficiently. They're just throwing away
Nope.
ammo, I feel like.
Throwing away that ammo. And whoop! We have a light engagement on the left here over at Kappa. Remit and Kincaid going after a superatomic airplane. Remit looking a little bit beat up here in the Jenner here. 54%. Boom!
It goes down already. Wow.
Superatomic taking him down. Locust, just a little bit too hard to hit. 73% here. Kincaid, 80%, 88%, 85%, 77%. He's lagged. Oh, this match is going in favor. Well, this fight specifically is going in
This is
favor.
a definite advantage over to Eisen right now, because right now MarineMechs can't do anything about this cap situation. Right now, their only choices, I feel like, are to take that Atlas and take that Gargoyle and go.
It's interesting to see that they, with the two brawl elements, have opted to let
Honestly,
Eisen
if
take
they
Theta.
decided to push if they decided to push Theta right now, I feel like, and this is a hindsight thing, but like this Marauder and this Highlander,
This Gargoyle engaging
Would die.
alone, 89%, going after Solus in this Kodiak here, getting beat to crap by Dakafire, 77, 69%. Solus looking like he's cored. I don't think this was a solid engagement. They do manage to take Solus, but at what cost?
oh, MDM is disconnected. He's in the Atlas. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
GG Comcast. Pooty, 66% underneath right now, kind of holding his position. And Toaster, Mangoyle, now you're a man, going in, 57%, 55%, popping off a couple good alphas, rotating around, losing his right arm. That goes 6 small pulses. Hopefully he has the CTs. Rostabach going in his Timberwolf, just trying to brawl down Pooty. 38%, boom, Pooty goes down. Bearclaw in the Kodiak. Nori fighting the Dane up here on the top. This is an interesting game. Multiple layers of engagement. That Atlas is just so fresh. 5 cap up for ISENGRIM. ISENGRIM has complete control of this engagement. 5 ticks every second. At this point, I don't think ISENGRIM can lose.
Nope.
Bandit taking down Superatomic Airplane. Terragato
They're
going
going
in
to win
on
on caps either way, so at this point, Isengrim should really just step on the gas and try to finish off these assaults to get that bonus. That's in their best interest right now. On the flip side, MarineMechs might want to try to
and MDM has
try
awoken.
to hide in the center.
MDM
Actually,
has
hide
awoken.
the assault kills.
Markobo goes down to Bearclaw,
wow.
66%, dropping down. And it is 4 to
dropping like
4.
flies, and MDM came back into the game. 100% Atlas is back on the field.
And he's going underneath.
Oh man, and this
Oh
Kodiak,
no.
this Kodiak could run into him.
Man,
There's not a whole lot that
MDM.
they can really do about
This
the
point
cap
there is-
situation, but I feel like MDM could try to get 1 or 2 more kills, maybe.
Whoa. Rostabach trying to go ahead and go for Sigma. I don't think it's going to be enough. Theta getting capped by MarineMechs here. Looks like MDM's Fresh Atlas walking through it to decap it. MDM looks like he's out for blood.
Bandit, I gotta give Bandit some credit here. Surviving against the 2 lights like that.
And taking a kill. MDM wants to beat the crap out of the Dane before the timer ticks out here.
There goes the Highlander.
I don't know.
They've got about 5 seconds. He killed Bandit.
And it's not going to happen.
Nope.
And GG. Cap control coming out.
Now, the bonus was denied to Eisen, so they actually missed out on 50 points here on this match.
A rough match. Losing MDM mid-match kind of puts a cramp in your style to lose 100-ton assault in the middle of a drop. But Eisen winning that light fight in a totally fair engagement, taking complete control of all the caps, and ensuring a victory. Very good play from Eisen here. Unfortunate that the Atlas did disconnect. I was excited. I wanted to see the Atlas do amazing things. I believed. Interesting set of matches tonight. Sorry about the earlier complete lack of audio, but, you know, you win some, you lose some. So, you want to take us through kind of what you saw on HPG before we wrap up here?
I mean, pretty much just kind of came out the gate, kind of huddled up and took their little area, just set up right here. ISENGRIM put 2 mechs up high, came out here, kind of chilled in this area right here. Interestingly enough, Bandit was up high here in the Grasshopper,
and he won his trades.
He won his trades. That was good.
The only thing I will say is I don't know if it was intentional for the Hopper to have. I think I didn't get to check the bill, but I think it was LPL and mediums. I don't think it was ERs.
No, it wasn't. It was LPL medium. I did check that. The other thing up on the wall was a
night gear, Gauss PPC, yes. I believe.
Gauss PPC, dual Gauss, actually. So he really wasn't trading too well against the Hopper either. He was hitting a couple shots, but only doing like 1% damage per. So. And then basically what happened is that the fight dragged on for a little bit. MDM disconnected. That happened. Eisen took Theta.
Yep, Eisen was actually allowed to take Theta.
They had Gamma and Epsilon.
And then a light fight happened over here that Eisen won definitively, allowing them to... I'm drawing in the wrong color because I'm a shill. Yeah, but that light fight allowed Eisen to go ahead and send both lights to go ahead and just cap Kappa and cap Sigma. And at that point, I mean, yes, they're down.
At that point, the game was technically over. Looking from a pure like win by points perspective, it was.
Yes. There was no recourse. There was really no recourse. But also, I would say that, just for the sake of, for giggles and optimization, I don't think that moving the gargoyle straight up here alone to take that Kodiak, while you got the pick, the pick was valid. I think the gargoyle took a little bit too much damage. I think the original intention was to send the gargoyle, to wipe that, the gargoyle and the Atlas into Theta and just forcibly win that engagement, which would have meant that Dane, who was down there capping Theta, would have died. But, you win some, you lose some.
It is what it is.
It is what it is. Say la vie. That was kind of creepy.
A little bit.
All right. Do we have any upcoming casts? MRBC Season 9 upcoming shoutcasts. Sky Rangers of Terra versus 7 on the 24th. Mogatters versus Sky Rangers of Terra on the. This is the wrong one. Sorry. That is the 24th. Definitely.
Okay. The 24th. We got an EU cast being casted tomorrow on the 4th of May by Magician at 2000 BST.
Yes.
That is Russian Jade Falcon versus White Death Mercenary Company. Also tomorrow night at looks like 10 o'clock Eastern Time, Bandit will be casting Steel Union versus 228 Death from Above.
Then on the 6th, we've got 2323 Reggies versus New Texas Mercenaries at 21 EDT. And then on May 7th, we have 21 EDT Interstellar Security Solutions. That's a mouthful. versus Blackthorn's Dragoons, Division C. So, plenty of good lineups here. Plenty of good matches. Definitely make sure you tune into them. Sorry about the impromptu cast. A lot of bumps. A lot of interesting things happened. But we managed to cast every drop with at least video. And some pretty awesome music to back it up. Wow.
Got
That's
anything
not how I
else for us
expected
tonight,
that.
Bino?
I don't. I just got here.
Okay, well, that was fun. Sorry for the last minute, guys. A little bit of technical difficulties. We kind of just hit the ground running, and, you know, I didn't want to keep the teams waiting too long to get the technical detours. Well, either of us did, really, but...
Yeah, thank you for bearing with us. We got the audio going through. Sorry about that. I updated OBS.
Appreciate the patience from both teams.
Yes, very much so. As always, it's a pleasure to cast. Really appreciate you guys allowing us to do this. The league allows us to do this. It's really fun. But that's all I have for you guys. So until next time, we're out.